Good morning and welcome to the Simple Easy Marketing Podcast. This is episode 56. Let's talk about the real middle today. The real middle. Now, have you taken? I mean, what is it like? This all those what do they call them? Tests and everything they do. I've never really taken any of them to really know. All right, the what is it? Oh, I can't even think of the name of it. They're like Briggs and whatever tests. Never studied them. Never know. I couldn't tell you exactly what it is. And I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't care. I know I'm one of those people in the coaching world that like is a weird anomaly. It's because I never want to pigeonhole myself into being something. Of course, I pigeonholed myself into a brand. Pigeonholed myself into being a long-haired hippie dude for a long time. But I've never been one of those people who likes to put people in a place. I don't want to judge you by the car you drive or the house you live in, the clothes you wear. Let's face it, I am truly about your success. And in some cases, in order for you to be successful, it means you're going to probably preach a message that I don't agree with. You're probably going to solve a problem that I don't think needs to be solved. But it's not my saying. It's a struggle you went through, and it is a struggle you are helping others with. It's not mine. What I think about the real middle in the world, you go into a negotiation for business, all right? And I love, my friend Aldana Lewis Fernandez, who talks about, being a negotiator and negotiating things and negotiating deals. And we all talk about, how we want to meet in the middle and negotiate a deal. You're meeting with your customers and you're trying to make it win-win. Are you truly trying to make it win-win? In other words, you truly want to help your customer and you truly still want to be profitable in business? Or do you just want to be profitable in business and get some money from your customer? I was thinking about this today, and I was thinking about, our world. A lot of people are talking about this. Let's meet in the middle on things. Hey, let's work this out. And I'm always looking for those people who really mean that. I mean, really mean that. Like, I truly want to help you, but yes, I still need to make a profit doing it. And I look at it between the cross of the people who want to help people, but they're greedy. Or the people who want to help people, but they don't take a profit from it and they end up broke and they are not able to help people anymore. There's an old phrase that comes out there, you know what I mean? So just basically, I've seen it on bumper stickers and stuff, and it basically says, why can't we all just get along? Because we're different. That's why. Number one. Number two, we can't all get along because you never stop to look in the mirror and realize that the person asking the question, have you accepted the other person for who they are before you ask them to accept for who you are? You see, the balance to being in the real middle in your business negotiations, in your life, for that matter, is you got to accept that not everybody's like you. Not everybody's gone through the same crap you've gone through. Not everybody's offended by the same thing. Did you ever stop and think about that? That maybe you are offending people. I see this all the time, and I see that. I got this little cross. Can you see the little cross here? And a lot of us take these analysis on our life, and I realize it's not perfect to dimension on my little square. All right, but I wanted to use it for the best I can for a demonstration today. So often, I think when we see these squares, that's where many people are in places like that. That. very rarely do we have people who are all the way on this side. Where is it? Here. This side here. All the way on this side here. You see, most of the time, people are all over the spectrum on things. And when we say we want to meet in the middle, all right, you can't be on this side and say, hey, let's meet in the middle. If you were on this side and the person you were talking to on this side, then this is the middle. Now, if you both come to an agreement to say, yes, this here, or yes, this here, it's your agreement with that person. But asking in general, hey, let's meet in the middle, when you really want people just to come over to your side, is not meet in the middle and is not negotiations. Again, that results in greedy businesses and bankrupt businesses. The world is a funky place. And there are people, like 99% of the people outside your head are different than you. Their idea of solution to the problem is different than your idea of solution to the problem. Now, when I go out to negotiate a deal, say I'm trying to find somebody to help me with my events. When I get them in there, I want to make it win-win. It's not always win-win on everything we do, but I want to make it win-win. In other words, they're coming in to provide a service for me. That is their business. I want to make sure that they are compensated properly for providing that service. I want to also make sure that I am receiving the service I need, maybe even closer to the service I want. And I want to make sure the price is fair for them to receive, to give it to me, and the price is fair for me to pay it. But the last thing I want to do is actually ask someone for a service at my event, in my business. Ask them to do it for such a discounted price that I am able to brag about how cheap I got it. In the meantime, they went bankrupt trying to provide that service for me. And in the world we live in right now, where we are asking people all over the place, hey, yeah, let's meet in the middle. Do you truly believe in meeting in the middle? Are you truly in favor of them profiting and you profiting? Or do you just want to profit and take advantage of them? I got to tell you, one of the things I hate in this world, and I don't hate people, but I hate this, is when I see people spew out of their mouth, hey, let's do such and such, and their actions totally say no, they don't want that. You know, I watched the Super Bowl yesterday, and one of the most impactful things that I got out of yesterday, and again, I didn't think it was all that great of a Super Bowl. I'm sorry that the Kansas City Chiefs lost, but on the same thing, all right, it was a game. There was a winner and there was a loser. I watched the commercials. And as I watched the commercials, all right, I always expect, these great commercials. I was very disappointed in yesterday's commercials. However, something was said in one of the early on commercials, and I believe it was for Rockstar Drinks. And it said, rock stars don't seek the spotlight. Real rock stars, the spotlight seeks them. That there impacted me. Are you doing what you are doing just so you can get the fame, the glory for it? Are you doing it so that you can charge mega bucks, while the guy on the other end is paying mega bucks and not getting anything worth crackers? No. Real rock stars, the spotlight chases them. Why? Because they do what they need to do. They do it for others, and they serve others in such a way that they become a star for doing it. That's a little bit more than meeting in the middle. I spent the last 10 years of this business, all right, and broadcasting things that I believe in. I cherish as, what do we want to call it, values in my life. Many, many years ago, I did a YouTube video, and you probably can go find it on my old YouTube channel. It was called That's It, I Quit. And I talked about some of my real values in life. And talked about how people will fight over the darndest things. And I basically put the reality to every one of those things that people were fighting off over in the world right now. Back then, I should say. Today, we are fighting over totally different things. And the truth is when it comes down to your success in your business, in your life, you need to be providing value in such a way that people thank you just for providing value. Now, I know you think that this broadcast today had something to do with the Bruce Springsteen Jeep commercial yesterday. I thought it was a very, very, very good concept. I did. I thought it was a great concept. I thought they picked the wrong person to do it. Now, I think Bruce Springsteen's a great guy. I just don't think his words should have been the words doing it. That's not meeting in the middle. Because I think too often we have people who want to meet in the middle. They get up and they use their rock star status to ask people for what they want, not what their fans want. When it comes to doing what you do, make sure your words match your actions. Make sure your actions match your words. I very much, when coming on these broadcasts every day, want to make sure I'm sharing a message that I believe in and that I live. As I'm getting ready to do one of these branding challenges for those people who are in my audiences, and you know what I mean, we've created this whole new thing that, you know, and number one thing we're going to talk about is being real, because you're not perfect. And the number one thing in our branding challenges is, you know what I mean, you're not perfect, except the fact that you aren't perfect and the world isn't perfect. Thus, we need to create a brand to help people in a non-perfect world. And if you want to find out more about our branding challenge, go to simpleeasybranding.com. Simpleeasybranding.com. It's free. It's a free branding challenge I want to do to help people start with a true brand and not some made up fancy thing. But you can go to simpleeasybranding.com and sign up for free, and we're going to have a 5-day class on it. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about. As you look at the world around you and you see someone come out and say, hey, why can't we meet in the middle, when they are concretely stuck in their position? How do you feel about it? I personally live in Texas, about the middle of the country, the middle of the south of the country. I was looking, I think it's like Kansas, you know, just north of Oklahoma is kind of like the center heart of the country. But let's use our country as a place to talk about this idea of meeting in the middle. If Kansas was the middle, and I am standing in North Carolina, and I say, let's meet in the middle, that means I really mean let's meet in Kansas. If you're living in, say, Oregon, let's meet in Kansas. It's middle, right? Too often I see people in their lives, their businesses and stuff, where they live in North Carolina. The people they want to meet live in California. And they say, hey, let's meet in the middle in North Carolina. It's not the middle. Or they're in California, in New York, in the middle, still could be Kansas, St. Louis, for instance. And they're standing in California. Let's pick a town in California. All right, let's be fair with this. All right, let's go with some random town in California like Los Angeles. Some random town in New York like New York City. And let's say, let's meet in the middle. Great, where's the middle at? You come to the agreement that you say both, well, the middle could be, St. Louis. But if you're standing in Los Angeles, California, and you're telling someone in New York, let's meet in the middle, and you want to meet in Arizona, you really don't want to meet in the middle. In other words, you're asking them to give up more than you're willing to give. If you're not willing to give as much as you want to get, then you are selfish, my friend. And I pray, as a selfish person, your business doesn't last long. We don't need selfish people in our world right now. But we also don't need greedy people, and we don't need people who are selfless in our world either. And this is coming from a guy who was selfless for years because I didn't believe that I could do things. So I gave away the farm. And it took me years to rebuild from that. If you're not giving in a way that you can get back, then it's not fair. I hope this makes sense to some of you today, because I really chewed on this morning. And the fact that I actually want to see a world where people start giving services and getting payment in return. Where businesses actually and self-employed people actually stand up and believe, I can do this. I'm not reliant on, my state government, my national government, my country's government to succeed. No, it's up to me. And the way I can be successful is I can provide a service that is so valuable that people want to come and buy it. And I'm not going to stand up and demand what I'm worth. No, I'm going to show you what I'm worth. And if you can't afford the price, well, maybe we can negotiate. There are certain things in my business that are not negotiable in price. My services are not negotiable for price. It's because I'm probably one of the lowest prices you're going to get in this service. And that is, come on, I provide an event where you can attend it forever for a $20 fee. If you can't afford $20 to attend an event to learn about marketing, please don't call me and ask me for a free consultation to learn it. $20 is nothing. I've paid thousands of dollars for the information I know. My mastermind, so you guys know, it's like $3,500 to join for the first year. And again, I go back to what my coach told me many years ago. If you can't afford $3,500 in a coaching mastermind type setting, you really can't afford to be in business. It's a very low cost. But the people who get in, I want to give them $10,000 worth of value. When I created everything I do and all the products and services I create, I wanted to be able to create something that I wanted to be able to give you more value than you pay for. But I don't give you the value until after you pay. And after you pay, you're like, oh my God, I got all this for $3,500? What a steal. If I told you what you were going to get and I was going to brag about everything you were going to get up front. All right. And then things didn't work out. I would rather tell you, hey, you're going to get A, B, C, and D, and then give you E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P when you get in the program. That makes it go, wow, this is worth it. But there are a lot of people out there when it comes to their services, they're telling everybody they're going to give them A, B, D, A, B, all the way to Z, and they give them A and B when they get in. I love this idea of, some of these programs where they're very, very inexpensive to join, $20 here, $30 there. All right. And you go test out the person. I tested out a guru's service, and I'm not going to say who. I tested out a guru's service last month, offering a heck of a deal where you can get in and be part of this group for free. And again, I'm offering a free service, so I'm not telling you I don't have one. I'm offering you Simple Easy Branding for free right now. But people are offering these free services and they are not giving you any value when you get in. They're like, well, I'm the golden god. You should be thankful to be in my free program. And I don't want to stick around. I left. I didn't stay in this guru's program 2 weeks. His free program was definitely not enough to get me to pay him thousands, and I do mean thousands of dollars. The meet in the middle was a very, very good thing there. So, in closing today, and I thank you all for coming in today, all right? And I know a lot of people left comments. Let me go over here and do this. In closing, I'm going to tell you guys, when you ask from someone, be willing to give. Don't stand all the way on the right and ask them to come all the way to the right for you. Don't stand all the way on the left and ask them to come all the way to the left of you. No, if you truly want to meet in the middle, meet in the middle. If you can't meet in the middle with that person, don't be demanding them to come to your side. Understand that the world is different than you. And you can probably be all right if that person is not in your world. I'm okay that people disagree with me and people are not in my world. I'm okay with it. I am not going to show them any lack of respect for the fact that they're not in my world. As a young person, I went to a church where basically they believed in the fact that they were separatists. In other words, they didn't unite with every other church in town because they believed that we were in different churches because we had different beliefs. And there's no use coming together and going, well, let's just all unite under music or whatever. When it comes to business, we don't all unite under something. We provide a product or service for people, and we hope to be compensated for that product or service. So let's see what's up here today. Well, look at this guy. Rigger is in here. Wait, I'm here early. What? Oh, you must have got here early today, huh? I'm still coaching for free through 2021. Then I have to figure out my services values before 2022 hits. Rigger, we need to talk, my friend, because I will show you how you can be charging for your services next week. Those people in my coaching program are actually working to start making money from their coaching clients. Now, not next month, not next week, not now. Provide certain things for free and then provide an upsell. That's what you do. Good evening. Almost midnight here. Tim, Anita's going to be on our call tomorrow. All right. Please, by all means, check her out. Going to be speaking at her event. 100. She's doing 100 experts. All right. Anita's 100 or something like that. It's called. So I can't wait for you to be part of it. I'll be having her on the show tomorrow and talking about it. Here too, but that's for payback. Hey there, Anita. No meat in the middle. At the end, I got nothing when I deal with people for events. They came with many reasons to take away. So now I say, I want to say what I want to. Anyway, yeah. Susie Fabercini, I miss giving you hugs, girl. Oh my God, Susie's a great person up there. HLO, yeah, whatever that means. So awesome, Anita. Yeah, she is doing some awesome things. So go check her out. And by all means, if you haven't gone to check out our free branding challenge, SimpleEasyBranding.com. SimpleEasyBranding.com. It's free to sign up. We're going to do a 5-day branding challenge. All right. Walk you through starting a brand, even if you got nothing. All right. And going in 5 days. Free to go. Free to attend. All right. Anybody can do it. You can go in there. Go SimpleEasyBranding.com. The details are there on the website. If you want to find out more about our events, we just had one this past weekend. SimpleEasyEvents.com. SimpleEasyEvents.com. A $20 membership where you actually get access to all of our events, past, present, and future, that are broadcast online. It's all put together for you in a portal where all you have to do is click in and check it out, or you can show up and watch them live every month. Be part of the whole thing. So, Anita, great question. The challenge is going to be, I think we're starting on February 18th. Go check out the website. It's going to be broadcast out and do an interactive thing with people. It's a challenge. All right. That means that, you know what I mean? We're going to give you some information. We're going to give you some homework. All right. And we're going to reward those who do the homework. So by all means, go check that out. It's Simple Easy Branding. If somebody wants to just put that in the comments, simpleeasybranding.com for me, it'll help you find it and out there. So Simple Easy Branding, it is one of our premier courses that we do, and now we're going to offer it for free in a challenge type setup. Anyway, special thanks to those people who make this podcast happen every day. And I know we went a little long today, and that is StreamYard for helping us, give us a great tool to actually make this. Go check out StreamYard if you haven't already. All right, we actually have a thing for you to do it. timgillette.com/StreamYard, tell you all about it. If you don't have it, check it out. You can join it for free. The other thing we use is Anchor.fm. Anchor.fm. Great tool that we use. We thank them for giving us access to their tool to get our podcast out. By all means, we want to thank you for listening. I love it when you come in and share this every day. If it meant something to you, share it out. And remember, when someone says, let's meet in the middle, really meet them in the middle. When you say something, make your actions back it up. That's the rule of the day. I'm Tim Gillette, Simple Easy Marketing Podcast. I'll see you tomorrow.